interviewing Coach Melissa Cooch of the Cox Crew team, and we're going to start with some questions to introduce her. So, when did you start rowing?
Started rowing at George Mason in 1997.
And where are you from?
Virginia Beach.
What do you do for a living now?
My husband and I own an office furniture company.
Did you row in high school or college, and if so, where?
I started rowing in George Mason my sophomore year of college.
Okay. What is your favorite part of rowing and why?
Being on the water very early in the morning or very late at night because I like the sunrise.
Do you enjoy sculling, sweeping, or coxing more, and why?
Sculling. Because I can do it in a single boat and I don't have to depend on anybody but myself. And when you do have teammates, the boats are really fast and quick. So when we're in the doubles or the quads, I enjoy the speed of the sculling boats.
How often do you find time to row now?
Once a week.
Who has influenced you throughout your career and how?
Coach Grinko, who was the Olympic coach from the late 1980s to the early 90s, and then went over to China and was the Olympic coach for them for 2000, 2004.
Okay. What do you feel has been your greatest accomplishment in crew and why?
I think the first time I won a U.S. trial was my biggest accomplishment. So although that gave me the opportunity to represent the United States, I think the first time I became number one in the United States was my biggest
An experience in rowing that has challenged you to grow.
I think making it through competition after I had lost my mom, actually, and knowing that it was okay to continue to do something I was passionate about while also taking the time to grieve the loss of her and count on my family a lot.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
This is Megan Combs in the program Coach Melissa is leading. How has she influenced/inspired you?
Well, I've been working with her for over a year now, and she's really made me a much more powerful and skillful rower and shown me a lot of what the sport is about that I wasn't able to see before.
What has she taught you about rowing?
She has taught me a lot of technique things, a lot of pulling from your legs, and some very much more technical than what we do most days on the water.
How have you liked the summer rowing program, and what have you learned through that?
I have liked it quite a lot because I'd like to stay in really good shape all summer and get really good at sculling, and that leads into the answer to the next one. I have learned how to scull, which is really exciting.
What is sculling?
Sculling is rowing with 2 oars instead of 1, which is called sweep rowing.
Yep.